Israel's announcement to reoccupy Gaza, there are also reports that the military has been ordered to flatten any remaining buildings in Gaza. So I know that the United States and Israel is trying to depict this as a voluntary departure and make it look like, they care about the suffering people and they want them to move on to, quote, better places. For you, for the UN, does this not fit in to the definition of forced displacement of Gazans? Because basically they will not have any place to live. And what would be the Secretary General's reaction to this? Would he define this as a war crime? Thank you.
Well, the question of defining war crimes is one that we will leave to the international courts. From our perspective, we stand opposed to the destruction of buildings, and including critical infrastructure, but also the destruction of housing. We want to make sure that there are places for people in Gaza to live. And we've been speaking out against the constant destruction and the constant movement that the population in Gaza have been forced to undergo.
I understand that you need a court decision to define this, but for example, in other cases, for example, in Ukraine or Sudan or attack on peacekeepers, the Secretary General has used this term. He has said this could constitute a war crime. He has used it as a warning. Would he be willing to say this in this case? Like, if there are no buildings for the Gazans to live in, if they're forced to leave, would this not be a war crime?
It's very clear that any forced displacement of population could be a war crime and has been regarded as such under international law. How this is carried out would be something that we would leave, again,